the CEOs, Dan coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon, you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what's happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Vonjema, Maryland, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. If you eat Cape gradually, my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You want to get a news update, to spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? Yes, I do, but
Spoon TV.
yes, I do, but
Spoon Spoon TV. Spoon Spoon TV. Spoon Entertainment. On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon radio station. Spoon television.
Yes, I, a special one from the CEOs, Dan coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon, you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what's happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. smooth. If you eat Kepa, Grand Gillette, my brother, Tuto smooth. You got a Spoon TV, you got a Spoon Radio, Tuto smooth. Yeah, Tuto smooth.
You wanna get a news update? Tuto smooth.
What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? Yes, man, you back today. Yes, man, you back today. Beseku. Bada. Skibidi dabado.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEOs, Dan coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia.
We are working on the uniforms. We are working on the mobile. We are working on the adjustment of their assignments.
Okay. Let's also look at the issue of being immigrants, or I want to say foreign nationals working within. At times, you have people.
For that decentralization office space.
Because I wanted to talk about the decentralization, which is very key to whatever thing we do in Liberia, needed services to be delivered to the people. Like you're saying, how soon are we hoping to see the decentralization of the services of Contact Global? If you maybe having a one-on-one engagement with them, what are they telling you?
Well, they have said to us and assured us that as soon as possible, they haven't set a date on it, but I'm looking at the vision of LIS personnel how to use these gadgets. So,
Yes, so my name is Alfonso Bona. I work for Banner FM and TV. I report for Let's talk about
those are things that I'm going to take along with me. As a matter of fact, there's an in-service training ongoing for more than 200 of our personnel.
You want to tell her what is in-service training?
In-service training is that which you are hired, and sometimes you were hired and not trained, or trained, but you need continuous training. So, and this is just for 2 weeks, but intensive. So that's what it is. In-service, meaning you are already working, but you are being trained as a continuous effort of LIS.
So you are talking about some of the things you can't. You talk about the shortage of manpower.
Okay.
Are there more to talk about?
Of course, like I said at the initial stage, mobility has been one of the problems, and that we inherited, but we are working on that. As a matter of fact, since we took over, we have distributed over 15 of mobile vehicles and over 30 bikes issued to our men, and we are still working on some modalities so as to continue to empower them and carry out their day-to-day duties.
I will agree with you in other way and with other Liberians that say, look, Liberian security sector is improving, especially when with the impact of UNMIL. Before they left, a lot of training they brought to our people. But still here, there are still complaints in the field of officers continues to show some on hefty behavior towards those they interact with. Were you able to see some of these things and observe them? And if so, if yes, how you intend to treat some of these things?
Well, I have not encountered what you have spoken about, like people complaining of our officers misbehaving. I haven't encountered that, but we stand prepared for such information if it were to be discovered. We are misbehaving. Our men are alert, they are trained and how to handle the foreign nationality.
Imagine the Johnson Bill quota. Imagine whom. This is a quota. Imagine homes are currently growing underwater. This is the first of its time for me to see this on the Johnson Bill Road. Seriously, yeah. That one was very
of integrity. Secondly, want to make sure that even beginning with myself, we'll declare our assets and want to make sure that this is well known, the purpose of coming to government, to know that it's public service. And if you are not ready to serve the public, you can go elsewhere. But we want to make sure that we start on a clear note that the people of our country stood on line, they protected the votes, not to bring a team again that will do the same thing that other people are doing or worse. So it's a clear message, declare your asset, make sure that we are prepared to audit the outgoing government so that they tell the Liberian people of their stewardship, and to make sure that we start on a footing where people know that they come to serve the public and not themselves. If they don't understand that, they actually fall where it may.
Mr. President-elect, you talked about asset declaration starting from yourself and the people who work with you, as well as the outgoing administration. How do you plan to avoid the semblance of targeting people? Because some people will say these are politically motivated to tarnish their reputation or to go against them, people from certain tribes or specific parts of the country. How do you plan to avoid this?
We are aware of that. And when we talk about auditing, it's not going to be a Liberian auditing. We want to make sure that our international partners work with us for a public tender, for competent and renowned auditing firm that will be qualified at an international level to make sure they come on board to do that. We are aware of people saying witch hunting, but I don't think it's witch hunting when you have to account for your stewardship, but it has to be done in a way that is well-established, entity with reputation to make sure that it audits and make sure that it reports to the public the findings.
Sometimes people say that politicians make lofty promises when they are campaigning, but when it gets to governance, it becomes different. What would be different? Assuming allies of yours, family members of yours, or people who are close to you, family members, are accused of corruption during your administration, Mr. President-elect, how do you plan to tackle this specifically?
I'm not coming new to government.
Right.
Although in different positions, I ran a public corporation that was credible. And I can tell you that I come to work not with friendship. I have friends, but there is a clear line of demarcation between friendship, family, and managing. With the experience that we come with a country that celebrates 176 years, and with the life of our people living below the poverty line, I don't think we come into government again to start talking about family, to start talking about, I think we come there to make sure that we give the Liberian people hope, and I'm committed to that.
During the campaigning, you talked a lot about the country's youth, who are the majority of the population.
Yes.
Mr. President-elect, we know majority of them are unemployed, which some people say is a danger to the country's stability and peace. What plans do you have for the people of Liberia, especially the youth, in terms of job creation, in terms of having faith in moving the country forward? What do you have for them?
We came with a mantra that talked about, first we have a platform, and then we have in a brief platform that talks about arrest, meaning agriculture, roads, the rule of law, education, sanitation, and tourism. We believe these are areas in which we can jumpstart. And in those areas, we believe that our young people who are in the majority, they need to be equipped. We need to open opportunities for them to be trained and be marketable. We also have to make sure that the quality of education that will prepare them for the job market. But to do this, we have to be able to impress our partners and investors, the private sector investment, to make them feel that we are here for business, and this business, their investment will impact the young people, but the young people need to be trained. And we know that there are things that we can jumpstart that could bring little relief to the public. Like I have said, there is an outgoing government. There are a lot of areas in which we can begin to alleviate the suffering of the people. We're going to examine those areas, like where we know that the prices of commodities, essential commodities like rice and things, where we know that there have been some tariffs that we can work with right away, the petroleum products and some of these things here. We want to do those things that I will begin to alleviate. But I have said that in the first 100 days, no car will get stuck in the mud. That means these critical road conditions, we lessen them, because once you improve the road, the travel, the prices of commodities, all of that have reflection. On the job market, we're going to be very cautious because people have a lot of expectations in government, but in government, we have to know what we're inheriting, and that's what the transition team is working with. I come with a knowledge and with experience and a commitment to make Liberia a different country, a country in which the young people, our women, will know that it is time for them to be relieved. And we come to make them know that, yes, it's not going to be an overnight thing, but we come with a serious commitment to make sure that we make life easier for them.
You talked about the women. Any plans for women empowerment in Liberia?
Very much so. And, I have worked with women. When I was vice president of Liberia, one of the areas in which
Liberians are dying, no money in the hospitals. We use it 25,000 to procure ID card. No one can talk about it. The press, more will be taught it. I want not point to the thing about it. But I think it's important.
How much you think to be?
They're not alleged. Yeah, the chairman asked me
How much you think?
Just go to the 95 days, come back. Yeah.
Should be used, sir? How much you think should be used?
75,000 was placed for the purchasing on the land, budget land, for ID card and electronic land for the chamber. But surprisingly, they're saying to the chairperson is saying to us that he used the 75,000 to process ID card. So you know about ID card in Liberia.
One might be listening and then they don't know the chairperson. So
but why you want to say one might be saying you are pursuing our election? The chairperson go to the minister.
We have to respect the laws of the republic. That's what we did. When I was in power, when they tell me that no, this is a tenure position, you cannot move the person until the tenure expires. So be it. That's the law. We can break the law. So I hope that the government will take heed. It's important to respect the law of the republic. We're not a democratic period. So we need to respect the law. All we look for is to respect the law, and that's what we did. So, when you are angry and you elect the wrong people, thinking that they are the savior, is wrong. You understand? We were in opposition before. If you employ poor people that have the minimum, and somebody come to power and believe that because they associate with other people, they have to be taking on job. This is very bad. That's not good. No leader can do that, And what, $50 job, $100 job? You mean the government that come to power, that came to rescue, cannot even give a $50, $100 job, lead a citizen on that job? This is wrong. It's wrong. It be everything that they're doing wrong, and we know that. But again, the peace of Liberia is the most important. It's the most important, and that's why we in accordance with the law. This is wrong. People supported the Unity Party, I came to power, I left them there. These are citizens of the country. But you can employ a Senegalese man and you refuse to employ a Liberian. Is that what it is? No, it's wrong. It's wrong. Everything that they're doing is wrong. Maybe the disrespect is wrong. Breaking our laws is wrong. And the old men know that. Bwaka know that. Bwaka know that. When we were there, the Bwaka, we used to go to him, even feed Bwaka because of his title. You know what I'm saying? Make him comfortable because of a title. But you see what he's doing. You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie. It's a lie. Always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Soyota, I kept the peace. Chastelota, I kept the peace. I have never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country, and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to bring the peace.
Just to spoon you know. The children crying for stuff.
Oh yes, just to spoon you would know. Of course, this is where we are tonight. The late night show on Spoon. I'd like to say welcome. Thanks to all of you for joining us on another edition of the program. Many thanks to our folks across the internet, our online audience. It's great to be here tonight. Thanks to the folks across Radio Lane as well. Welcome to this space where we get to talk about Liberia, bring you critical analysis from the diverse panel we have here every night, talking about the issues, talking about Liberia, bringing you up to speed with the unfoldings in the country. And I'd like to say welcome. Kindly share the program as you come out tonight, and let's have a great show. I'm Nelson Colette. Let me go across and welcome our brother Francis Jabate. Francis, welcome to the show, man. It's good to have you on tonight.
Thank you, thank you, Nelson. Good to be here. Good morning to our folks in Liberia, everywhere. Let's talk Liberia. Good to be here.
Yeah, it's a great way to start another show tonight, and I just want us to recognize a few of our folks here in the comment section just before we go ahead starting the show officially.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you want to recognize a few of the folks in the comment
Yep.
section?
Yep. First, we got Alice Bond. Welcome. Our sis Lavette Bundle. Welcome. Calvin Gunty Medrix. Welcome. Honorable Cooper Passaway. Welcome. Jesse Snow. Welcome. Hipko Kasi, my man. Welcome. Saleh Vincent. Welcome. Adam Kamara. Welcome. Kile Beer. Welcome. Edward Saudi Boga. Welcome. Katale Tobogi. Oh, Kitty Tobogi. Welcome.
Is that another name?
My man, I love our followers. I try to say Katale, but I saw Tobogi. I said, oh, Kitty Tobogi.
Yeah, you want me to think sound civilized.
Precious Guema, welcome. Milton Flan, welcome. Conan Gota, welcome. Double Helena Besa Jala, welcome. Tommy Jr., what's up, bro? Benjamin Nigba, welcome. Golden Truth Group co-founder, welcome. Benjamin, I said Benjamin Nigba. Mariam Bimba, welcome. Ellen L. Johnson, welcome. Abraham K. Gadier Jr., welcome. Fortis Sayon, welcome. Thomas Richard Clark, welcome. Marlon K. Moore, Kona Chikarito Dakar, sorry.
Welcome. And welcome to everybody.
Welcome, yeah, welcome to everybody. Yeah.
We want Francis to say different thing.
Intentionally. We
want Francis to say different thing on the show tonight. So everybody, welcome to the show. It's good to be here tonight. I'm glad that we can come here tonight. Tonight being weekend, weekend is usually that kind of a busy one. A lot going on. I called a couple of the guys today. They said, "Oh, I'm on my way to this event, to that event." I'm like, "Oh, this weekend must be a very interesting one." But it's a good thing that we're here tonight, and I want to say thanks to all of our folks. Yes, a lot happening in the country. There were reports about two accidents situation today. One at the Carwell Bridge when the motorcyclist was hit and died instantly. He lost his life after he was hit by a truck along that corridor. But what was even terrible about the situation is the fact that the scene turned out to be a chaotic one. The police at some point could not withstand the tension. They had to call for backup crew to help address the situation, and it was a terrible one at the Carwell Junction today. Not Carwell Junction, but around the Carwell Bridge. So it's important. It's very important that we keep the conversation on about the issue of road safety in our country. Now, another one happened for that I witnessed myself around the 540 junction, not too far from where we have the office here, when a vehicle coming from town ran into another vehicle, and then also another motorbike, all at the same time. Good thing is that there wasn't any casualty, no loss of life, but it was terrible because there were vehicles damaged and the traffic was jammed for a while due to the situation, and the police took siege of the matter. So this is where we are. While we're talking about this, you remember the report we had here the other night with respect to what's happening to the Methodist Church, this same-sex thing, the conversation. The church is divided on that, the Methodist Church. And so the folks in Nimba County, the Methodist Church in Nimba County staged, there was a protest today at the Methodist Church in Nimba County where some of the members were taken aback on that decision by their bishop who represented them in the U.S. at their conference and signed it on behalf of the church. So they are saying that they don't support it as that group in the church. They think that that conversation should not even be in the church. Why this is going on? This clip from President George Weah, former President Weah, is a heavy one, Francis. I know you've listened to the clip. I don't know as to whether you've listened to the entire clip, but it's a heavy one. President George Weah is saying that he's being disrespected by the current administration, that it is sad, it is unfortunate to have the current president, who then, when he was former vice president of the country, President George Weah, fed, he clothed, he sheltered, he paid his medical bills, and because of his title, he said to see this current president disrespecting him or encouraging some level of disrespect merited against him is unfortunate, and he thinks he shouldn't be disrespected. But the sad thing, according to him, is that Liberians just sitting there looking, nobody talking, and that has a background with the whole VIP lounge thing that happened and all the back and forth associated with that. But not just that, he said this current president has surrounded himself with gangsters, hooligans, and that this administration is breaking the laws of the land, the laws of the country. This administration is tampering with 20 positions. When he was there, he tried to address the issue. He attempted touching 20 positions, but he was being stopped. He was being advised. But it's sad that this current administration is going against, kicking against people in 20 positions. He indirectly advocated for the people, for those names that have been taken off the payroll by the CSA, the Civil Service Agency, on grounds that are ghost names. For instance, you remember that when the exercise started, CSA said that there were about 40,000 ghost names, and those people, they perceived that those were ghost names. Those people needed to go and regularize the status and all of that. The verification process was on. There was a window period, and some of the people did not turn up. And subsequently, then they started to revisit the listing and remove some names from the payroll. Well, the former president sees it as wicked, an action intended to take bread from the table of some ordinary Liberians. He says that this government should rather be creating jobs, not taking jobs away from peaceful, ordinary Liberians. Government has the capacity to absorb a lot of people, put them on the payroll, and pay them handsomely. So that's been part of the issues, and a lot to talk about tonight. But let me give it up to you to do your opening, and then we can officially start the show.
Yeah, bro. I mean, it's sad to hear the former president speaking in that manner. First of all, he talking about being disrespected. He's clearly and openly disrespecting the president by even coming out talking about, oh, they made I used to fee, I used to do this for, I mean, he's not a humble person. Even if you did, let's just say, yeah, you did all those things that you are claiming that you are mentioning that you did for the former president. As a statesman or someone who's a responsible person, you don't come out talking about, oh, I fed this president, I did this. And you can pretty much tell, right? You see how all his surrogates that want to go on, like on Spoon Talk and other channel and our Saki Bros and I come on with us. It's like they got that talking point. And that's exactly what he read off of. Talking the same thing about taking people from jobs and stuff like that. You as a former president, what are you talking about? We can't make people there. We tell nobody.
Yeah, but for instance, we want you to do your opening here first, and so we can start the show. Those are conversations.
Every time, man, like bro, but anyway, the opening, I just want to thank our folks for joining us every night. Those of you that have been contributing towards the collection of the smoke alarm, we are taking small steps. And say little bit. We're getting there. Our goal is to hit 1,000 smoke alarm. But right now we are not close, but we are getting there. We have a little over 200 right now, a little over 200. I mean, every little bit count. So for those of you who follow us every night, please continue to push the message. Please continue to contribute. If you want to contribute, you can inbox me for my information, or you can reach out to Nelson. Anything. $1, $2, $3, whatever the case will be, will accept it. Or like other people have been doing, they've been buying smoke alarm and mailing it to my address. So I also appreciate that. I'd rather get the smoke alarm than to even get the money. So please, guys, let's get this thing done as soon as possible. We don't want to take all year to raise 1,000 smoke alarm. Let's get this thing done in a couple of weeks. Right now we got a little over 200. We need about 700 or some more to hit 1,000. But in 17 districts in Montserrat County, if we even want to give 100 to each district, we need 1,700. But at least that hit our goal of 1,000. I appreciate each and every one of you, and help us help Liberia. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Wow, this is graphic. Thank you, Francis. And I just stumbled across this one of the pictorials, from the scene today, and it's so terrible, man. For instance, this issue about road accident in Liberia. What are your thoughts? I mean, we wake up almost every day to the loss of one life. Another situation where there's a loss of life, and it keeps happening. Now, what is more concerning about this is the fact that majority of the people we're losing to road accident in this country are people who could be working and meaningfully contributing to the economy of this country. There was a statistics done. There was some survey, and the report was released some years back from one of our partners. And it says that road safety has so many, or let's say road fatalities, road accident, and all of those things. It has so many impact or effects on the society. Number one, there's an economic effect in that the people who are dying, the country is losing in terms of revenue. Yeah. Capital. Those people could be working and paying taxes. There's a social effect or impact of this issue. Majority of the people who are dying, they have dependents. They have their family members. They have their sons, their daughters. They have their mothers, their fathers. And some of those kids who lost their parents due to road accident will become parentless. Let's say maybe you lost the father who is the breadwinner. If in the case where those kids were in school, they're going to be out of school. If there isn't anyone to fill in that gap, they're going to be out of school. And in some cases, they wouldn't be able to attend school, maybe the same schools they were in. Life becomes so unbearable for a lot of people. There was this word, Remembrance Day, some Remembrance Day for road accident, family members of, let's say, road accident victims, some Remembrance Day. And listening to the stories of some of those people who lost their loved ones due to road accident, it was just terrible. It was terrible. Some people narrated how their family members, one classic example of a girl who's a lady whose husband was a motorcyclist. He had left home that day and told her that he was going, I'll be back. I'll come back by 12 and leave something for the kids' school fees. You are taking your susu that day, and they made plans and everything. Just a few hours after, she got a call that he died. He was hit by a vehicle. So many of them. And in the midst of everything that's happening, Francis, we have structures, or we should have structure in place to attend to these situations of road accident and road safety for Liberians. Are these structures, are these bodies really working? I mean, are they playing that role to ensure that the lives of the ordinary Liberians are protected? They are safe to some extent. Yes, we saw the recent action from the Liberian National Police, the no-go zone restriction. Is that sufficient enough? Is it yielding the kind of result we want to see? Just today, a young man left his family, went out to get to hustle, to get a daily bread. He was hit by a truck. He lost his life instantly. Instantly. The image is graphic to a point where I don't want to pull it up because we might get hit by some Facebook community standards and stuff like that. But it's graphic. His entire head. It was brutal. And then the people decided to set the truck ablaze, which is most times not the way forward, man. Not the best way to address the issue. But it went out of hand. Police went there. Police at some point could not handle the situation. They had to call for backup. District representative was there, and other people went there. But let's hear your take. Are there better ways we can address this issue of road safety for people in Liberia?
Yeah, Nelson. First of all, our sympathy goes out to the family of that brother that lost his life. On the other hand, too, our people need to stop this jungle justice thing, because you burning somebody truck, that's somebody else's livelihood. Somebody lost their life, but you burn somebody else's truck. I'm not putting blame on anybody, but you do not know who was wrong in that case. Liberia need to stop that thing. But just to address the issue here, the roads in our country, Liberia, contribute to the lack of road safety also, because our streets, the way they are built, the existing roads over there, most of them been there for years, right? But with the increase in population in Montserrat County, other countries, since they don't want to decentralize Liberia and open the country so people can go home, they just want to keep doing everything in Montserrat, and that's the only people can hustle. But then move into the 21st century with your road technology. Nelson, common example, right down the street here from me, right? It used to take me about, let's say, 25 minutes to get to the church or the city I used to live in before I moved out here.
Mhm.
But because of traffic, what did the people do? They created an exit, which was a ramp that they created. That took 10 minutes of my drive.
Mhm.
Just that one ramp that they created as an exit took 10 minutes of my drive. So if you're going to say, if our government officials swear that they're not going to decentralize Liberia, they will not develop the other counties outside, everybody should just sit there more, then build these overpasses and stuff, bring our road into the 21st century.
You know, and the road situation is one aspect, and you may be right. Let me welcome you to the show, Vasco. Welcome, thanks for joining us. The road condition is one aspect, and to some extent, you're right on this, Francis. Because if you take a look at the road and even the corridor where that incident, that situation occurred today, it's terrible.
And
you have one lane going, one lane coming, but the place is so packed, it's jammed to a point where everybody's standing on the road. And the next thing is the pop holes and all of those other issues.
Because that same thing happened years ago. While I was attending Cathedral, I was coming home. We just heard the noise. That truck brake cut was going down Waterside, Megan Street towards Waterside, and a lot of people died. But when they showed a video today of that accident, there is no guardrail. Liberia has no guardrail. And then people standing right next to the road. Right next to the road. So God forbid any kind of accident happen over there where a vehicle lose control or get off the road, that's more fatality. But the road condition is bad. And also, our police are not empowered, right? Our police are not empowered. When I say empowered, the folks that why I always get upset when I hear about these government officials getting BB cars, thousands of dollars worth of cars, but our police officer there, they're walking by line in a uniform, blue tent, the purple. The men that are in the street that directing traffic or that keeping the peace, supposed to be keeping the peace, should be well equipped. Because you know, Liberia, we are law abiding, but we'll push the law to the limit until the law push back and hold us accountable. And we have police people in the street, right? And then arresting people for traffic violation. And people have to pay money to release their cars or to release their bikes and other things like that. They will respect the law, the traffic rule. But none of these things happen. None of these things are happening. The only people I got caught the people in the police, the one that will never respond to 911 call or the citizen in distress, that the one that get caught. We are opposite day in Liberia, but the road situation in Liberia, the traffic situation, not just the road, but the traffic situation in Liberia, the way it's constructed, the way our traffic flow, the way the city is crowded, no guardrail. Some places don't even have sidewalks, and it's not even highway. Some places that don't have sidewalks, these are places that pedestrians supposed to even be walking from one end to the other. No safety over there. It's bad.
Now, Francis, given all you've said, okay, we're going to come back to you. But Vasco, welcome to the show. Let's hear your take on this issue. Road safety, accidents across Liberia. What's the way forward? What do you think can be done? How do you think this issue can be minimized, reduced to a significant level where at least our people will not be dying on a daily basis like what we see now in the traffic?
Yeah, Nelson, let me say thank you for such a wonderful program, and let me say hi to the people that watch us every night, and those are also listening to us on the radio. So, Nelson, the issue of this road safety is a pity because, I mean, the other republic in Africa will be struggling for simple things. And this is not politics. Look, sometimes when you're in the country, you say that, you say, wow. Even for people, the cross war, people don't even respect the rules of the cross war. People don't even respect. If you even put a traffic light up, people don't respect it. The country, the citizen, the government, when it comes to the issue of the road safety, everybody needs to play their part. Because the citizen will follow the rule. The police don't have to be in the street running all over the place. Even in the country, look, when you see somebody on circle, you're not driving a car. When you coming close to that person, you
Vasco, are you still with us? No, we lost Vasco. We hope we can have him back. But this is serious. Now, I know we can talk about what the citizens should be doing, and to some extent how people engage the road. Yes, you go in some of the commercial hubs, you see people selling all along the road. But what exactly has our problem been over the years? Is it due to the fact, is it due to the lack of the will, the political will, whichever way you may call it, from the authorities to address these issues? Or is it that we just don't have the capacity, we just don't have what it takes to come up with these those measures that are being applied in other countries? Is it that we just don't have the capacity to do so?
Nothing. I don't. The problem there is, like Vasco was mentioning a little bit before he went off. Our people too, sometimes you got to care for yourself. You got to care for yourself. But then also too, we also want to speak for both sides of the mouth, right? If you got 5.some million people in a country, and half of the population is in, I believe, is maybe the 5th largest county, what do you expect? People living on top of people. People, but also too, like you said, the political will. They built all these beautiful market building around. The other day, I don't know if it was you, but I was watching Spoon. One of your colleagues were interviewing, I don't know, the market women association or something like the people in over the market buildings. The head of the market buildings, a group of women were sitting together, and Spoon was interviewing them. The woman said, one of them said, "We got tables here," and they showed the beautiful buildings. We got tables here that will take everybody, and some will still leave. They say even if you can't fit here, there are other marketplaces elsewhere that not everybody can fit in. But our people refuse to go in those buildings. But then the government too that's supposed to enforce the rule, because one of those buildings costs a couple $100,000 to build. That money could go in to buy uniform for police officers or pay teachers or principal, but the government use that money to build the building. And those market people will be generating money from there by renting tables to people. You know, the other time we're going to be pointing about, my man, if I want to buy soap, and the only place I can find soap that in a store or in a market building, I will go in the store or I'll go in the market building. You don't have to be on the sidewalk before I can buy soap. I will not come to Railway Way and look at the sidewalk. I see no soap seller there. I said, no, man, I'll just be thinking, let me go home until I can see somebody on the sidewalk before I'll buy soap. No, I will go into the market building. If I buy my cassava leaf, I will go into the market building. But the people don't do it, our officials don't enforce it. Because if you enforce it, people will follow it. And there was a pushback on the no-go zone thing, on the helmet, this, that, and the other. There was major pushback. The first day, people thought that, it was not going to be enforced. Traffic was crazy. But what happened? It's not 100%, but the way the street is now, most of the guys ain't sitting with a helmet. any kind of reflector jackets and stuff like that. Most of the other things they complain about, maybe the insurance thing, this and that, but all these systems will fall into place. But at least you can see when you enforce the law, Liberians will follow it.
Thank you.
Good reason to.
Thank you, Francis. Vasco, let's hear from you quickly, then we'll make our transition to the next talking point.
Quickly, Nelson, like I was saying, I think we need to do better in Liberia when it comes to road safety. And for me, like the people usually say, most of the people who live in our country for a very long time, doing President Tubman in time, they say Monrovia are just for few number of people now, for the kind of a number we have now. Maybe for like a million plus human being. Yeah, million plus human being. But now you have almost.
I really have to say under 500,000 and 400 some more
yeah,
people.
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
Under 500,000, something like that. Yeah. And now looking at the country, we don't have the number of people that are in our country. We don't even have the roads. We don't have nothing to maintain those people you see over there. And we are not even thinking to say, oh, there should be maybe a commercial city right now, and we start looking after who can build a new city. And we just that commercial city, people just go there and carry on their businesses and do whatsoever. At least new people, a lot of people manage to leave that Monrovia to go outside. But no matter what we do, Francis, in our country, the mindset of our people is terrible. Look at what happening in the country. Look at what happening. Every time there is an accident, the people burn they will burn the car that will hit any motorcyclist. It's serious. And this is something we need to look at. The police, the government, they need to play a major role in it. The rules, we just need the laws, that's all. And one thing I noticed in our country, the people don't take the issue of road signs and the importance in Liberia. They don't. And the road sign to help. It help the traffic a whole lot. Now see over here, you don't see police are in a car. They get lean for motorcycle.
You know, maybe we're not there yet. Vasco, do you think we have the capacity to do these things, to come up with these kinds of measures you're talking about?
What will you do? You cannot place a motorcycle lane or cycle lane in our country. You don't have the rule for it. So there must be something. Maybe those heavy duty trucks, those BB trucks, that should be a regulation. That look, you holding your goods in the net, continue and whatsoever. You can start holding your goods from maybe 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the evening.
Okay. Thank you. You know, and this is important. I want us to transition now to the other issues, political issues now. President George Weah has spoken out, and this is the clip that Vasco prayed for us to play yesterday on the show, but we have other issues to deal with. Vasco, the president spoke, the former president spoke. He said, indirectly, he was speaking for the thousands of Liberians who have been removed from the payroll. He blasted this current administration for removing Liberians from the payroll when the government could leave those people on the payroll and expand, create more jobs, absorb more people on the payroll instead of removing it. He said, how much is $50, $150, and $200 to get to Liberian people for them to have bread on the table? He said this current administration, the president, has surrounded himself with gangsters, and that he's been disrespected frequently by the current president. When he served as president, he said he fed the former president. he failed the current president. At the time, former vice president of the country. He paid his medical bills. But unfortunately for him, while he's former president, this former vice president who he supported, who is now president, under his watch, people are disrespecting him. And the Liberian people are sitting supinely and doing nothing about it. We're going to go to other aspects of it. But let's make some analysis around this. Is it fair? He also talked about how he's respecting the rule of law. That let's say this administration is disrespecting the rule of law, is violating the rule of law. But under his watch, he respected the rule of law. He ensured that the people who were in any position, he wanted to tamper with it once he was advised, he avoided it. But this administration is getting into everything. Any position. Code rule. Code say let the people go back. Remove them. Suspend them. Put your people there. I mean, let's make some analysis. Was it in place? Everything he said, were those comments? Was he being real to the Liberian people when he said he respected the rule of law under his administration? Was he being real, or was he just trying to play the political cards? Vasco, Francis, the former president said, under his watch, they employ a lot of people. They absorb the people, they put food on the people's table. This administration is removing the people. Was that statement really in the interest of those people whose names have been removed now, or was it just part of the regular politics? He said he fed the current president, he paid his medical bill, but under the watch of this current president, people disrespecting him. Are these issues worth listening to? Liberians are not doing anything. Let's hear your take. Let's start with you, Vasco. Then we're gonna go to Francis.
Nelson, thank you for bringing it out. I mean, I listened to the former president yesterday, and to be fair enough, everything the president said yesterday, they are all accurate. They are facts that people can see, and you can be able to explain it to whosoever that will not understand it. This is real, Nelson. You know, we've been saying this thing, but people think that this is politics. The role of the government is to make sure to take care of its citizens. When President we came to power, there was the same issue the government are complaining about. Oh, there was little amount left in the state cover for the government to start the operation. When we came, any such left 150, but when we want to check, it was just 16. They couldn't even take out the government for the first month. But the president we are dancers or took people from the job? No. They have people that wanted him to do it. But he didn't listen. He's not the kind of person that just listening to everything that comes from us. He said, no, these people, they are Liberian citizens. The election is over. We have to maintain these people and find a way to pay them. Even people that are in government that were paid by the United Nations. When the United Nations left, like the 2,000 health workers, okay, the president said, no, we have to absorb these people. So what the man did, looking at some of those big spending, some people making huge sum of money in government, the man said, nobody will make this and money in this government here. And the money will take from everybody's salary. We can be able to incorporate all of that brand and pay them something to take home. That's you see the women keep crying. The EPS, almost 700 of them. It is bad. For that one, the people didn't advance in the right way. Those people that are working at the mansion, cleaning the mansion, doing it, it was just for them to be able to carry something.
But Vasco, the other thing about this conversation is when the CSA or the folks at the mansion, for example, decided to take this action, they were looking at the process. The question was, how were these people recruited? If there's a process in place and those people did not follow the process, then they should be removed until they can follow the process.
I mean, I'm not a financial person. This thing was explained. I think the offensive ranking on the Spoon Show before. Look, I think that Josiah Joker, man, he's not understanding what the man said. We have people directly employed under the civil servant, okay, that went through procedures and other things. Them men said they had other people, that no people you saw over there, they didn't go through the civil servant procedure. But he said because government wanted to capture everybody in the employ, they took those people. I don't forget the name of them. They call it some what do you call the workers? They had a need for them, man.
They put them,
the payroll was like
on a supplementary payroll, right?
Supplementary payroll.
Okay.
So they took those people and they placed them on a civil servant. But they were not actually directly civil servant. But because they wanted to capture the pay system on a one-day stuff to get everybody together, they took that group and just put in there. But they didn't go through that process to be actual civil servant taking care.
But Vasco, do you think it was right for them to not have gone through the process?
So that's it.
And you think it's right for the former president to now come in to want to advocate for those people indirectly, like what we saw?
That's it. You're right. Look, it's that simple. Those people are making $75. Some people are making $150. I think they were taking the salary up now. I think the $150. How much is that amount to take those people from the job? Even they are seditious or they are what, but they are Liberian. That money is nothing for government to pay. Nothing. So the president is right. And some of these statements I've been listening to Emerson, like he's trying to speak now, but people listening. And it makes sense. No matter how you want to swing it around, where government will take money from. But you see the kind of money that flying all over the place. One person eating $10,000. Then you look at your own. The man says something about the Senegalese. You took job and give it to that man. You even not getting a diplomatic passport, a very diplomatic passport. That man making thousands of dollars, but you deprive people Liberians.
You know, we're gonna go to that aspect. You know, because there's a concern as to why.
Let me conclude on what you said about the former president. They respect Nancy. Let me conclude on that. It's very President. We have brought the former president back to life. We all saw the situation right. There was nowhere for people to turn. His son, whom he was in direct communication with the president. They both of them were working in the president's government. They were able to take the paper from here without any hesitation. Brought him for advanced treatment. Today the paper is living. Wow. It might not be President Waka's own way of doing what he's doing, but what the president is saying, the president surrounded himself with gangsters that don't even want to hear. Even that man, that Josiah Joker man, I listened to that man after the 2017 election. That man said, President, we will never be a president. One president, we are a president. He will not come to Liberia. So you can't get that kind of man, era civil servant. You already have the mindset. If I go to that place, I will make sure and clear all citizens from around our government. And that's just what they're doing.
Okay. Thank you. We're going to come back to you. But Francis, let's hear your thoughts on this issue.
First of all, there's a lot to unpack here, but I will just start back with what this brother wanted to talk about George Weah being the saint that took care of President Braga. First of all, President Braga, the former vice president, is a statesman. If right now, God forbid, should former President Weah fall ill or cannot get out of the country or whatever the case may be, it's incumbent on this president to make sure our former president, our former vice president, they are taken care of. It was not his own money for his own pocket, own goodwill. Liberian tax dollars he used. Don't fast class and listen to that thing you talk all day. My ear was hurting, but I say I will not talk, so don't talk. Every penny, if he spent a dime on President Barker when he was former vice president, that was not his own money. Liberian people money. That's what he used. Any president, any former president will be taken care of by the country. That's a responsibility of the country for them serving their people. Regardless of how you feel about that president, good, bad, indifferent, you will take care of that person for the rest of their life. You will not sit there and let your former statesman or your former vice president or former president language when they are sick. No, it will not happen. So he should be ashamed of himself for bringing that up. It's an insult to you guys as sedition to sit there and listen to that, because if he, or God forbid, he or Joe Howard to fall ill, if President Barker sit on the sideline and do not give them priority jet to fly them on emergency to get them treated, President Barker will receive backlash too, because they are leaders, former leaders of the country. And that's why he will remain former president, because he insulting the intelligence of the Liberian people. Talk about he's being disrespected.
No, but again, let's stick on this one a bit, Francis. We're gonna go to the other aspect, but he's being disrespected. That's what he says. He fed the current president. He paid his medical bills. He provided the comfort, and that's the word he used. And I'm going to go back to the clip. I will play the interview of former President George Weah. He said he provided comfort for the current president. But it's unfortunate that under the watch of this current president, former President Weah is being disrespected. He's been denied access to VIP lounge. He's been insulted because the president has surrounded himself with gangsters. Is that something to buy from the former president, Francis?
The problem there is this guy, this former president, when I came to office, he thought it was this Bluffer Joe thing. He thought it was this celebrity life that you come, everybody just kiss the ring and stuff. He didn't take it seriously. He thought it was easy. And when he got there, all he tried to do was pledge it, not do the people work. For real work come, and then Vasco want to mention something about, he said, nobody do this, nobody do here. He called people pay to give to other people. No, he didn't do it willingly. International pressure on Liberia brought harmonization to Liberia. Or not just we just got up because he's this wise man. Say, you know what? Let me just cut people pay and give it to other people. No. So stop it. Stop lying to the people. For international pressure. And he did not do any favor for then Vice President Barker. He's a statesman. He was a former vice president. It's the responsibility and the right thing of the current president to do. Take care of a statesman. But let's go to what you want to talk about, the payroll. He talked about he gave people a job. I will always repeat myself. That's why I always watch Spoon Talk every day religiously. And I cut that broadcast when Nathaniel McGill appeared on Spoon Talk. The reason why they couldn't go through CSA was because this is how they created that job. You know, all that millions of jobs they said they were going to create, that's how they created the job. They couldn't flood all those people through CSA. It would look bad. So what they did was they just took 50 people and said, go and be assistant to the assistant, to the deputy assistant, to the information ministry. They take 300 people, send it to the other place.
In the midst of that, he said they were creating jobs for Liberians. They did that in the spirit with the intent of providing bread, putting bread on the table.
That's not how you create jobs. Our country always talking. That's not how you create jobs. How do
you create jobs?
Nothing. A responsible administration. You don't just take people. You have no function. All those people that they send, the 706 people to the executive mansion, the other place, what were their job functions?
Okay,
What were
okay.
their functions?
I want to hold you there. I want to hold you there.
No. You may want to say, Vasco said a whole lot. You talk about $50, suppose get 75 and will go on 150. If those 40,000 people were people that had no function, right? 50 times 40,000 are $2 million a month. $2 million a month for people who
let me hold you there. Francis, do you agree that process put bread on the table of thousands of Liberians? Let's establish that fact here. Do you agree with that?
But you know what it did to millions of Liberians? It stole their future. It stole the future of millions of kids that could be going to good schools or not dilapidated buildings. It stole the future of people who passed away due to lack of medical facilities or functioning medical facilities. It stole the future of people who couldn't run good roads, where fire service couldn't provide anything, where police couldn't serve and protect. You take money and give it to people. Yes, the government is responsible to create an environment for the citizens to thrive and do their businesses and work in a booming economy. Not take people just sit down there like when COVID happened, in the US, for people that couldn't go to work, the government was sending them money.
Yeah.
That was extreme circumstances. But you don't do that under normal condition. You stole the future of other people. You create jobs like that.
I'm going to come back to you. Vasco, take 20 seconds. You wanted to make a quick point. Then we'll go back to Francis.
You know, sometimes I don't know what if Francis can go back and replay the show and listen to some of the things he can be saying. The president, CDC, will say pro-poor agenda. No, there is a procedure to be a 7-7. And that procedure, you have to go set the 7-7 test.
And the CSA boss and all those people say the people did not follow those processes.
You understand? There is a process to go through the 7-7. But Mary will now went to school and no A. Who want to be a sweeper or to clean somebody's office so she can be able to carry 1 or 2 cents to a family?
So to have Mary get on the payroll. Oh, Vasco, Vasco, you can be here. Your government was in power for 6 years. Your government was in power for 6 years. Then you get one phone where you talking to her and the people calling you on it to give you information for your chat room. You know, you don't be doing that. You know, you're from a very big party, CDC. The people should get at least 2, 3 phones for you where you can be talking on one. And but Vasco, let me come back to you. Okay, he's frozen.
But that's
he's frozen. Vasco, now, Francis, Vasco is saying, "Ma Mary, ma Kema, who doesn't know A to B, who doesn't know how to even the process of going to say the civil service test, needed to work, and because of that, they created the avenue. Okay, ma Mary." Since you get passion for the job here, you own a job that sweeping job, we will give you the opportunity to work. You don't got to sit the test. Go and start working at the executive mansion. Go and start working at ministry this and ministry that.
You see, when Vasco then be talking, they don't understand what they're saying. For you want to talk about this was a pro-poor government. Pro-poor government means you are for the poor people. You are there to create an environment for the poor people to thrive, for the poor people to be able to make ends meet. Not just saying, let's stop the payroll. Let's take an example, the 706 people that are removed from the executive mansion payroll. Were those people... I'm sorry?
736 or so.
Okay, 736 people. So, those 736 people, when they took them from the payroll, when the so-called jobs they claimed they were doing, so nobody correlate at that time. Nobody was sweeping the executive mansion, right? Nobody was driving the cars and the vehicles at the executive mansion. Nobody was cleaning the bathroom and restocking the bathroom. Nobody was cutting the grass around the executive mansion after the 736 people left. That's not true. The problem here is this. They had no function for those people. They had no job description for those people. They just say every month. These people were campaigning from the day they got into office for re-election. They wanted the people to say, oh, John Weah gave us job. John Weah was feeding us. John Weah was paying us because these people were not going to work. They were not showing up and clocking in or signing in on attendance list to these offices and working. No, they were just receiving money. That's a problem. And the economy cannot survive on that. It sucks that our people were suffering because they kept our people in that position to suffer. So they kind of did our people a favor by giving them $50 here and there or $75 here and there. What about the future generation that you're stealing from to pay these people to campaign in the last 6 years by giving people money for jobs that they are not doing? Do you think about stuff like that? That's why our country don't develop. Other countries, they look at their debt and they look at what their future, what you leaving to the people in the future. What are you leaving for the future generation? Our country don't look ahead at that. They just say, oh, let me get up on a smart thing so they'll vote for me to come by and steal more in the last 6 years. But thank God, God did not give them an opportunity for another 6 years. Imagine what's going to happen. Watch, those same people, they're not going to get job for those people because you know what? They don't need them again for re-election. Because John Weah is so selfish, he will not even care that, oh, the next person that will for CDC,
I know we're going to go back to Vasco, but do you think this indirect advocacy that the former president carried on during this interview, do you think it was genuine? He really meant it from his heart, that he feel for those people, those 700 plus people at the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, and those thousands of people from the CSA. Did he really mean it from his heart? Or was he just trying to play the politics out of the whole situation, since in fact CDC is having a setback to come back and all of those things? I mean, what do you think about that?
Absolutely not, Nelson. That man's a very selfish man. He did that. He's doing that because he want to come back in 2029. And why he's not realizing is he's insulting the Liberian people. Instead of coming and being remorseful and saying, my people, even though they look,
you think the president's supposed to be begging? He's supposed to be begging.
He should be remorseful. He should apologize to the Liberian people for unleashing thugs like former Representative Akara's Gray that was running around with thugs behind him in the street. What country you go representative can come and flock people and all the talking of people and things like that? He want to talk about law and order, rule of law. The country is total chaos.
Vasco,
he was Vasco. Not genuine.
Vasco, did former President Weah really mean it? Did he really mean it? Did it come from his heart? Was he genuine about it when he made that indirect appeal, or that when he carried on that indirect advocacy on behalf of those Liberians who have been taken out of job because they didn't go through the right process under his administration? Or was he being political about it?
Okay, Nancy. Before I answer that question, I want to ask you.
Oh, you want to ask me?
Yeah, before I answer your own question.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Today, you the manager. They make you the manager to Spoon Network, and you employ a lot of people at the company. And after some time,
that whole story,
after some time, you left. And all the people you took to Spoon Network, the new management came, they took the people out of Spoon Network. Will you feel good? You will not feel good. Just as the same thing.
No, but you're making an example of a private sector and wanting to compare it to government. You know, there's a difference there. Okay, so listen, Vasco. This is how I would like to respond to that, right? So if Spoon Network has a policy that says before anybody gets employed here, That person should go through interview. That person should go through the vetting. In fact, the announcement should be on the radio. Other people should have the opportunity to come and apply. They should be given equal opportunity. And I didn't do all that thing. I just grabbed my brother or my best friend I can't employ. A new management can, they look through the thing and they know that I didn't follow the process. They can take whatever action.
That's it. The logic was just simple, but that's what I'm saying.
Maybe I didn't grab
you know
the
the
logic.
reason why the government failing?
Mhm.
You know the reason why they're failing?
No.
Because no good government will come to power and start getting rid of your citizen. Look, the thing was very clear. Civil servant got a set law. We agree. It is there. But do you know that even the MCSS school, the MCSS school, they have supplementary teachers that are not on the MCSS payroll, but they in some contests and things they happy, but government can chip in. They've been having a lot of volunteer teachers all over the place. So the citizen government look and say, well, these people been volunteer for 3-4 years. But we can put the people who put it on the supplementary payroll. We will not pay them like what the civil service supposed to get paid. And then what the government did, and the people in the finance department, they say, okay, so for us to be able to monitor our entire payroll, all those we have on the supplementary payroll, we will put them on a one category. We'll just consider them as civil servant.
No, going back to the question, because we have to operate in time. Was he genuine about this, or was he being political?
Oh, very, very genuine. He gave Librarian the opportunity to take or something home to take care of the family, and he feels so bad that Liberians that was employed under his watch to at least take something home to their family, they are no longer in that capacity or capable to feed their family, to feed their home, to take care of their children. So anybody will feel bad. Those people are Liberian, no matter what place you want to put them. But no government, no good government around the world will come and just take your citizens. Everyone on they get equal. Everybody having press conference. Oh, they get other people so. Oh, they get other people so. They just taking people away. So what kind of son human being will sit there and want to back or back something to see another Liberian to go sit down home? We're all working. Sweeper, people will cut grass to their second mansion. Government say will get you $75 with the more in. The same thing. Y'all did the same thing to the EPS. The EPS were on training. The EPS didn't go for training. What happened to them? You know how you talk there from there? You know how you talk there from there? You're doing it everywhere. They got it, the police officer right now that have been training with you for over 3 months. Can you pay them? They're working, sending on his feet. You're not paying it. You suffering Liberians. And what the former president saying. Liberians are suffering on your watch. So they try to cover graduation. You tell, how many ministers you put them behind you to go sit down and listen? What are they going to do there?
Thank you,
Vasco. They send their first lady to that occasion. Madam Bao saying West. But you took a whole dedication to go sit down with the Liberian people money. If they spend 5 days, that will pay them.
Thank you, Vasco. Thank you. Emmy, welcome to the show. Before I bring you in, I want to play a part of this clip. Then you'll come in to make your input, Emmy.
Do you have my video today, or are we talking about next year now?
Okay, yeah, we'll prepare a video, Emmy. There's wonderful video.
Yes, because it's so relevant to this discussion right now.
So let's see if we can get this in here. Let's get this coming here. Let me bring a part of this, and then we can get you coming in, Emmy. Okay, this is where we are, and this. Okay, so let's do this.
Those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the republic, and it is wrong. If you can't see it, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, tenant position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even worked with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. You understand? So I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful. But we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we in opposition, Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, let me give her the respect because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagreed and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest and we protest. We went to Ellen and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked. You understand? Disrespecting leaders that are traveling and you refuse for them to use the laws that they built and Liberia said that and say, yeah, it's right. No, it's not right. If the Bouaka man, he was not even president and we gave him a VIP all the time he's traveling. What he's doing is wrong and you need to wake up. Those things are wrong. Those things are wrong. Everyone said that. You want that change? Bouaka was not a change. Bouaka was never the change. Those few people that believe that all the years, almost 171 years, they left this country, they wanted to come back because of where they were, there was no greener pasture. They think that they can get in Liberia and lie, say they came for a change. There's never came for a change.
Wow. Wow. They didn't come for a change. Just a handful of people. No, we're going to play the rest of the clip. We'll play the rest of the clip.
Please on her out, yeah.
Amy, I want you to come in. Weigh in your thoughts on this. The president said it's wrong. The former president said it's wrong. He's being disrespected. He's been denied access to the VIP lounge. But in the meantime, while he was president, when the current president was former vice president, he said he gave him VIP treatment. He was always respecting the law, but this current president is disrespecting the laws, breaking all the rules in the country. But with respect to that VIP lounge, let me play this final video. Then you come in. This is the chief of protocol, designate of the Republic of Liberia. She went for a confirmation hearing just a couple of days ago at the Liberian Senate. Senator Abraham Darius DeLon asked her specific question with respect to VIP lodge, executive lodge, who can use it, because she's been deputy chief of protocol of the Republic of Liberia for the longest. So this is what she had to say about that VIP lodge and executive lodge issue. So let me just play this one here quickly. And then, Emmy, you can come in right after this particular video. Then you can come in. So let's listen to what he had to say.
I want to ask you one question. VIP launch, presidential launch, what's the difference? Question.
The VIP launch to be used for officials, senior officials of government. The presidential lounge is for presidents, sitting presidents and his president invited guests, presidents. So that's the difference, presidential and VIP. So if Honorable Darius DeLon was traveling, he would use the VIP lounge. When His Excellency the President is traveling, he will use the presidential lounge. Former President DeLon, which lounge president can decide, but on the book, the former presidents will use the VIP lounge for which they have a presidential area there to be used. So the
presidential launch is essentially not the same as a VIP launch. Correct? Correct. In simple terms, only a sitting president is by regulation allowed to use the presidential launch. By regulation for the president. The sitting president invites another president from another country. Yes, sir. They can use the presidential launch. Correct. Former president and all other officials of government use a VIP launch. Correct. Correct? Yes, sir. Why is it difficult for you to make the clarity and distinction? Question.
I'm not sure about what is difficult.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
So you haven't heard. I'm bringing this thing because all part of protocol. You haven't heard George Weah, for instance, is former president of Liberia. He was democratically elected. He turned over power democratically. All honor and respect due to the office of president or who are occupied that place would be accorded to George Weah, a former president. Correct. People think that he entitled to use a presidential launch. So when he go to the airport and he say, Chief, the VIP launch, people can think that the country divided. It made a simple clarity that presidential launch is not the same as VIP launch. You don't think the country will be united on that?
I'm sure that clarity was made.
Okay. So
No, sir.
I want us to hold it here because this is where I'm coming from, and maybe I should. I mean, I don't know. There's a little bit of feedback from you, but maybe I should come back to this exact point where the former president is saying he was being denied.
Yes, come back because when there no pressure, the thing that they can get in Liberia and last say they came for a change. There's never came for a change. Why they changing? To break the laws is why they changing? No, there will be a period and we'll check. But again, like I said to all citizens, and that's why you saw today, in the rain, go to have your program and be peaceful. Enjoy yourself.
I
171 years.
That's what we heard.
To come back because where there no pressure, the thing that they can get in Liberia and last say they came for a change. There's no give for a change.
You pass it.
What they changing? To break the laws is why they changing? No, there will be a period and we'll check. But again, like I said to all citizens, and that's why you saw today.
Okay, yeah, I think on that.
That's it. You keep running all the time up playing anything over and over.
This is serious. This is serious. No, your video has copyright issues. I mean, that's
it. Don't tell me that. You intentionally.
Your video will be ready. Your video will be ready. But this is where we are. This is where we are, Emmy. The president, former president, said people are breaking the laws. They're not respecting the laws of the country. On his watch, the laws were respected. Liberians were intended, don't pass here. When the law said the president is not supposed to do this, the president is in line. VIP lounge and the executive lounge thing, we thought to play that video because the chief of protocol designate responded to it. She spoke to that issue. She drew the line between what VIP lounge is, who's supposed to use it, and who's supposed to use the presidential lounge. But let's hear you on this, Emmy.
Yeah, Nelson. I don't know why Dylan said that people are confused. The only people who are confused are the Sidishan and Weashans. They're the only one who don't know the difference between the VIP and the presidential. We executive or whatever. We all came on the show here so many times when a celebrity we want to use presidential suite when he's no longer the president. We all came here and said the difference. We told people here so many times and everybody else. So the only people, all they know, they just pretend that we is God. When he show up, Everybody should just lay down on their stomach and be kissing the floor for him like they do. But no, nobody drink that one that they drink on that Sakimochi and wore that beret that they wore. That got that brain swinging. So that's why she was confused. She said, I'm confused. I don't know who haven't made that clarity or whatever. Everybody know. Okay. And for we have to stand there and have the audacity and say somebody breaking laws in the country is really laughable. Really, really laughable. And people are suffering, the Liberian people be taking out of jobs. Is this same Vasco guy who always come on the show here talking about when something is not being done right, when something wasn't done right, it wasn't done at all. The same Vasco coming here telling us today because Mom Mary not to read and read to take the test. When Mom Mary one job, you just bring her in. Okay? To be a civil servant. They just bring people in because he felt sorry for them. The same Vasco telling us, who told us that when you do it right, it's not done. If you want to do it right.
That was on the yellow machine issue.
Yeah, I forgot that.
This is not yellow machine. This is not yellow machine. This is CSA. This is CSA. This is not yellow machine.
Exactly. That's what I realized now. When they go to the other side, then Vasco got different stand up for the other side and got different stand up for the other side. I got it. But now saying the whole thing that they are Liberians, It's really frustrating, right? Everybody cannot work in the government. That's why the government needs to make the environment conducive for everybody. Make the environment comfortable for other companies or businesses to come in, for people to get jobs, right? Former President Weah did not have to take everybody and put them in the government in order for them to get jobs. That's not how you create jobs for the people. And then you cut people pay. These pay that you cut, according to Vasco, what these people don't have this, they're in the rain and sun protesting for 3, 4, 5 months. Okay? And not getting this pay. Even though you are called it down from their pay they were getting, you call it down. Still, they're not getting paid for 3, 4, 5 months. And then you call that putting food on their tables. You call that creating jobs for them. You call that doing something right for them. When you are going around flying private jets, taking more than 40, 70 persons with you, when you could have been using that money, if you really care about pro, if you're pro, which made me believe that the pro you're talking about was only for you and your poor friends then, so can't get rich over the people. Those are the poor people that you care about. Nathaniel Magedon and everybody not to millionaire, including the broke Weah that squandered all his football money with his wife with a high weave. Now she wearing him on hair. Wow, money and I build something.
But Amy, no, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. Was he being real? Was he being genuine? Was he being genuine? Indirectly, when he indirectly advocated, no, guys,
you're talking outside here.
No, guys, we're not going there. And this is what I want to say. I think all of us, let's address our national leaders, whether current or former, with some level of courtesy, some level of respect.
That is my courtesy. No,
so
but if I'm speaking fact, it doesn't mean it was not a courtesy. Or Marcos here, I said what was going on. That is courtesy.
But Emmy, on the flip side, do you think that he was being so passionate about what those ordinary Liberians are going through? Or was it just for the politics of the day?
It was so energized that the Sakimochi leaves there and people that were there. It wasn't no genuine something or a sincere thing from Weah's mouth. You would have seen. That's why I said play my video, Nelson, and see a president who really care about their people suffering. See a president who really cares about the country, that care about little Mom Mary. Play that video. Let the audience and let the Liberian people see a president that was saying, not to just come be spilling something because you're not there anymore and you still flying private jet around. When you are senator, when you're playing football, when were you flying these private jets 24/7? You came, the people trusted you. And you came. from one thing to another. You caring about something, not a foreigner coming in a country and you taking bribe from them to treat your people, workers, anyhow they want it. Oh no, we are the labor, the people that were working. It was a protest every time. You care about the people. That's not how you show you when you after they kick you out and you pretending that you care about them. No, when you were there, when they trusted you and gave you power, you are not qualified for that. How all the qualified people ignorant. And what did you do? What did they do? They chose you, for goodness sakes. And you let them down. Instead, you took that life way back. Man said it wasn't know something. She had a bad moment on something, but she did way better than what he did. And then you want to have the audacity to come in and talk about Liberian people suffering now? Really?
Thank you.
They're good you did. They should be feeling it. They should still be feeling it by now. So
Thank you,
now,
Amy.
play my video.
Thank
Play
you,
that
Amy.
video. Let people see what a leader who cares about that people in the country looks like. Not to go flood a ministry up, and then when you leave it, because you got mad that you got beat, you bring in everybody in and put it in, and then you say you care about people.
Okay, so let me give
Princess
and Vasco 20 seconds each. Then we go to the phone lines.
So who going first? Me?
Okay, let Vasco go first, and you come after Vasco. Vasco, take your 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's it. You know, what really making these people vex? Y'all won election.
It lies. That's what making them mad.
Y'all won. Now what is this thing gonna get your knee now calling your angry winners? When y'all win, look, we don't y'all see y'all celebrating with jubilating. They lose all they happy, they win all they angry. When somebody talk, you vex. And everything the president, the former president said on reality.
You don't know what gonna anger.
Why you being fair? Because they may get Liberian a job. You take a Liberian job for them, they may talk it. They all of you just vest. So the wrong thing to get Liberian job is it a wrong thing? Okay, say you know their government and Nelson, they want to act like, and this is where we beat them. Their own games they play. All these people that talk from how you call the place, from the marshal there and the EPS. Watch Nelson. There will come a time. We got our lawmakers in there. Our lawmakers are checking. We got people within those various ministries. We checking. Pretty soon we'll come back to your year. In our 677, we got ours then there. We'll come back to the Liberian Post and tell the Liberian Post how many people they got on the payroll. The same people are making all the laws. We know the strategy. That's why you don't want to say. You're just telling the Liberian Post say we move your sedition, we'll bring all United Party people there. We don't have problem. United Party are Liberians. If you're telling them getting a job, we get problem with it. But don't come bring me something. The reason why those people are working with that, they were on the supplementary payroll. Every government can do that. You cannot absorb everybody. Government generate revenue. They get taxes from all over the place. The citizen roaming around, they can create an avenue to be able to help them. They will not make similar like the other people, but at least they can be able to carry something.
Thank you.
When somebody get up people job, they come by event. Look at the other larger friends that preaching. For instance, because President, we are getting people job, they're working, then the other people are suffering. Because the job they get up people are making the other people to suffer.
Thank you, Pastor. Francis, go ahead.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Don't buy the truth.
This is the problem, and this is the reason why you guys will not come back, because you don't speak with logic. You guys make no sense. They're not saying because other people got a job, the other people suffering. I said you are giving people free money while other people suffering, robbing the future. Those people have no function. You cannot name anybody. 40,000 people. What sense does that make to say, oh, they're taking citizenship for payroll? So now in Liberia, when you apply for a job or when they hire you, they say bring a party card. They say come with a beret or come with a green shirt. Come on, man, be serious here. That's y'all started campaigning from the day I got in the office, thinking that y'all just give people free money, chicken change to the people while you steal a lot. So that 2023, they were going to say, oh, John, we get a job. John, we are giving me money, so let me vote for you. But that's not what happened. That's not what happened. Those people knew that they were insulted. That's why they didn't even vote for y'all. That's why they kick you out. And that mistake will never happen again. But just listen to the former president speak. They play where I built. Who talk like that? He referring to the airport.
Was he not the one who built the new lounge? No, Vasco, please. Vasco, please mute your microphone. I just Princess, was he not the one who built that lounge? Was it not under his administration? Was he wrong to say that?
That the $8 million golden boost he sold to build that lounge and Labrador money. That $8 million
tell me about it.
Cost $700,000 worth of shoes. He had that little thing he was planning to take money to build the executive lounge. Then he bought a golden bar, a golden boost to build it on the Labrador money. You see, that's the problem. Yeah, man, think he's celebrity. I mean, he's a celebrity. I won't say he think because he is a celebrity. Even before he became president, he was a celebrity. But he thought politics or governance is the celebrity lifestyle. That's not, and you're not ripping the wrong way yet. When you're former president, you're former president. You respect yourself by abiding by the law. But you don't go and try to impose yourself. Oh, because I want to play, how dare they not let me use it? You build it for the Labrador people with the Labrador money, and they kick you out and bring a new president who said, there's the presidential lounge. You, president, former president, will only use this lounge. If I say not there, you can't visit me. Just like you're only going to the executive mansion if you're on tour, like why they carry the kids to the museum or somebody invite him there. But you'll not be going there as president. So let you sit down there. What kind of embarrassment that they play our bill? So what kind of entitlement stuff is that? You listen to it. That's the problem with the Saki boys. They just think that, they're making that do whatever you want to do when you say stuff. Talk about rule of law, this and the other. I create job boy and take it, blah, blah, blah. Come on now. That's why you're not coming back. Never. You'll be professional opposition and will enjoy your, I will support your opposition lifestyle. If I want to beg a wrestler while you're cooking and doing opposition, I will buy wrestling girl to you. Well, continue the opposition.
Thank you.
The opposition.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Emmy?
Vasco, you already had your time. So, Vasco come here misleading our people because, first of all, let me say something. Someone said that, because I think some people wear berets, so I'm smarter than them. No, brother, that's not, or sister, that's not what I'm saying. Okay? But the people that wear the berets, they are being brainwashed. Okay? For somebody to sit there and watch people turning into millionaires overnight over them. People that they strongly believe in back in 6 years or 7 years ago, and come and nothing changed in their life, and everything they say, even when everything they know, they see it, they know it, but because they're giving them $25, $50 and everything, every lies they tell them, for them to sit there and believe it and don't think and don't have their own thinking and don't see how things are in the country and just believe something, it's something to be nervous about. Okay, it doesn't mean you something. But the thing is, Vasco, we are not angry. If you responding to your lies and trying to educate our people is what you call angry, being angry, then we will always be angry. Ones like me, I will always be angry. Okay, if that's what you call anger. If I ever see a report, independent report that says that anybody in the Joseph Yuma Boakai government is telling people, like Francis said, bring me your bearer, bring your party card, and hire you and say, because you seditious, so I'm not hiring you. Trust me, someone will be on here talking about it. Let me tell you that. So for you to come and be beginning that they're taking people out of sedition out and then putting United Party out, they tell you sedition. Y'all need to stop that misleading thing and need to stop that. Y'all want the country to be divided. That's what y'all want to see. Because that's why y'all keep spelling these lies.
Then we'll go to the phone
but
lines.
It's not gonna fly.
Vasco, just 20 seconds, we'll go to the phone lines.
The main guy 20 seconds before I did.
already has 20 seconds for everybody else. Where is my video of Nelson? Adam said, play the one video.
20 seconds. I thought we were going to talk about the launch before we go to the launch.
Yeah, so
that's your level the launch issue.
Yeah, but we had it open. We had the launch issue open.
Okay, but
Okay,
let me
okay.
just
Use
throw
your
that
20
quick.
seconds. Use your 20 seconds to talk about the last. Then we'll go to the phone lines.
Okay, the last night I know I said we have serious comprehension problem here.
We know that.
And
You,
we need to work.
You know, Vasco.
we know that, Vasco. You
I don't
got a
like laughing
comprehension
about these
problem.
things, but sometimes the way you say it.
Yeah, Nelson.
So
Is
true,
it
Daddy.
no,
So
no, no,
true, Daddy.
I'm coming, guys. Let me understand this. Is it on set we have the serious comprehension problem on
Everywhere,
set,
even in
or
the chat room.
across the country, or in the chat? Where are you talking
Under the
about? Where
Sagi
do we
Mochi,
have
I want
the
to get a
serious
comprehension problem.
problem?
The Sagi
Even in the
boys.
chat room, they can take it in the chat room and bring it on the show.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear you quickly.
My rescue people then. Nelson, I don't know whether you got that woman went over there. A lot of senators asked her question and she's explained, she broke it down. But I know our rescue people then when they took the part of senator, they don't want to talk it and I want it brought. Nelson, the same thing that woman said. I said the same thing on the show here. You understand? But you know what in their people's mind? You know what in their mind? In their mind is the all launch that happened to call VIP launch. Then the new one, what the president bill that they want to call presidential launch. My people that are not A. The new one, the president bill, they call it VIP launch. That place is now a presidential launch. They got a place within that VIP launch where they call the presidential area.
No. That's not what the lady said.
Vasco, I'm coming. I'm coming.
No. You're the one with a comprehension problem. That's not what she said.
No, guys, let's do this, man. Let's do this.
Go
So
back
Vasco, let me come in.
Yeah.
She said there is a presidential lounge and it's a VIP lounge.
Yeah, in our same building.
But in the VIP lounge, there's a place there more like a presidential area, you know, a special place where you do special training. But there's a presidential lounge, and there is a VIP lounge. That's what she said. So it's different. Her point was that it's different.
It's not different. It's in that.
You want to tell the protocol now her job?
Yeah, man. I mean,
but we're not going to lie at Nelson. They almost talk about two different places. There's a presidential lounge and there's a VIP lounge. Within the VIP lounge, they have a presidential area.
Guys, let's do this. No, I don't think we should go back and forth with this. No, I'm coming, Vasco. I'm coming. Just a minute on this one, because I want us to end up on this one. And then
I'll say you taking the time. You play that video to
Right?
go. You play that video, they should not any.
Okay, so let's do this. This is Senator DeLong, the chief of protocol. I want to ask you one question because you're the chief of protocol at Liberia. Okay.
That's fucking a lot.
The VIP lounge should be used or is used for officials, senior officials of government. The presidential lounge is for presidents, sitting president and his president invited guests, presidents. So that's the difference, presidential and VIP. So if Honorable Darrell Dillon was traveling, he would use the VIP lounge. When His Excellency the President is traveling, he would use the presidential lounge. Former President Dillon would launch. President can decide, but on the book, the former presidents would use the VIP lounge for which they have a presidential area there to be used.
So the presidential launch is essentially not the same as the VIP launch, correct? Correct.
So I think that's just where we are. That's just where we are, Vasco. So just take your 20 seconds. Let's wrap this thing up. I don't know what's happening here. You're okay. I muted everyone. Yeah, but go ahead, Vasco.
I'm very clear here. Very clear. I said, in that identical building, the woman that said that they got a place in that identical building. You understand? It's not separate something. You know when the person coming through that one place?
Which building? Which building you talking about?
If that why you guys thinking on, then which means if the president is traveling, if you won't go by what I was saying, and you won't go by what I'm saying, when the president traveling, only the president will pass through that new place or job we have built. Then the other people should go stay here thinking the old VIP lodge is the old building.
No,
Then the
Vasco,
rest
that's
of
not
the people
it.
will go.
That's not what I mean.
Okay, so guys, we have
We're
to
not
go to
gonna address
the
that. We're not
phone
gonna
lines.
go around with it now.
No, we have to.
Nelson, you get Vasco 2 seconds.
Guys, let's go to the phone lines, please.
No, Nelson, you can't do
Nelson,
that.
give me 10 seconds. Give me 10 seconds.
You gotta get everybody
Because
to
in
the
the
phone.
last comprehension, he can't hardly talk about comprehension. He can't understand anything.
He can't
The lady
understand
was
anything.
very
We're gonna
clear.
go for comprehension.
Dad did not ask a question. That was Dad did not ask a question like an ABC student. He said, so there's a VIP lounge, there's a presidential lounge. To separate the two. And the lady answered it like an ABC student. Say in a VIP lounge, there's a presidential side in the VIP lounge. That's what former president we will use. There's a presidential lounge, which is a Claire Maria one where he's talking about I better play throwing tension. That's
So-
what
so-
President
so-
Bogart
let's-
will use.
let's-
He will
let's-
use the VIP lounge, the
let's-
presidential
let's go
side.
ahead. Let's go ahead,
Listen,
guys.
Vasco,
You're
before you
not
speak.
saying nothing. So that
Zero
No,
triple
you're not
five.
saying you're not understanding anything.
055 101075 055 The WhatsApp number is up. Let's take 5 calls, just 5 calls, and then we end up on the show tonight. We'll play the rest of the former president interview. There was some very important issue he touched on that we will play as well on the next edition of the show. That's on Monday. Hello, you are live. Let's hear you quickly.
Hi, my name is Malcolm G. I'm calling from Minnesota.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I was calling to ask whether Fatou Gifter is the president of another country, because last time I checked, he used the same presidential launch that President we are built. You guys on the show need to stop supporting wrong. As the former president said, if Joseph Walker is disrespecting the president, you guys support him, you guys need to say it, because 2029, if President we have become president of this country, Joseph Walker will not use no airport in this country. You have to drive to Ivory Coast, Guinea, or Sierra Leone to start all of that. That's what we're saying, because that's what we're going to do, because we're going to disrespect him too.
Thank you very much. Nobody disrespecting
But
our
Nelson still ask them, man. You don't ask a question.
guys, let's give the callers the time to make their point. You had all the show unto yourselves. Let the caller have their time. Hello, please go ahead.
Hey Nelson, Tommy Jr. from Virginia.
Yeah, Tommy, go ahead, sir.
Great show tonight. Great show tonight. Thanks for taking my call, and good evening, good morning to all of our wonderful panelists. My comment today is about the road safety and the accidents that happen.
Yeah.
Because in the reality, accidents do happen all around the world, and it's just an unfortunate part of operating a motor vehicle or bike or whatever. But some of the accidents that do happen in Liberia can be avoided. There's very intense speeds. Most of our drivers just drive at high speed. A lot of them don't understand roadways. They don't understand road signs.
Okay.
And someone mentioned that even though there are road signs that they don't abide by it. And one of the reasons is because most of the people are not educated on the road signs.
Okay.
In the States and other different nations, and really quick, I'll be done with this. People are required to take driver's education in order to get a license. In Liberia, we don't enforce that, and we need to do that. This is my closing comment for tonight. Nelson, I want to call out the government to give us an update on the task force that they created for substance abuse prevention, because that's a topic that we have not talked about in a long time. People are still hooked on drugs. People are still dying from drugs. They created a task force, and we have not heard anything from them.
Thank you.
So we're calling on them to give us a report. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's take this one. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from?
This is Walter calling from Virginia.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Nelson, you know, to be very honest with you, former President Weah is right. He keep Burger in the dark side if he wants it. Because Burger is the reason why Burger are voted for him was going to bring people to court. It's taking too long to put these guys in the only Jones they deserve. That's the reason why you got solutions that passing around, a bunch of people have stolen money, passing around, costing losses. Man, government supposed to be a post-second. Stop the healing of the outside. But why they're taking too much time over people? I don't know why it's happening.
Thank you.
And you don't take time, people will bring it down. We have right for saying that because we are indicted for what he did. He had to change all these people should be brought down and say, no, like that's going to work for the election.
Thank you.
And
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, sir. Let's hold you there and go to the local lines. Take 3 calls from there. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Nelson. How you coming?
Yeah, please go ahead, sir. You're live.
Yeah, this is our chemical. I am in Cowell.
Yeah.
You know, I listened to the president. You said people should respect leaders, but the president calling minister and other people gangster. Well, with President we are saying about Jefferson Koji, who are patrolling around with Ben Barrow College, or harming Liberian, killing Liberian. Well, with President we are saying about Akab, who beat university students. These are a bunch of gangsters that are being.
Okay.
So, President we are just saying the opposite because the Jefferson Koji, the Akawas Gray, even the Nathaniel Magui was supporting former Soya. They are a bunch of gangsters.
Thank you very much. Let's hold you there. Take another call from the local lines. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead quickly.
I'm from Benin, calling from Kakata City.
From Kakata, Maikibi County. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Right. You know, Vasco said I think right that people saw from comprehensive capacity. But I think it goes back to him. Vasco can say something on a platform here that nonsense. You know, look, and Joe is saying, Joe, we are bail. Where Joe we are getting the money from the bail state? Joe we has messed the country up. He stole all the money. He's sitting now with it. Then he now place talking about breaking law.
Thank you.
Breaking law. You did not break law in the country here. Huh? All the things you did things like Arthur Jackson. Look at what you did to him.
Thank you.
But Arthur Jackson, good for him. And behind him. All right.
Thank you very much, Abigail. Thank you. Let's take another person. Hello, quickly, you're live. Let's hear you.
Hello.
So we're not on the WhatsApp. Yeah, go ahead on the local line.
All right. And Nelson and the panelists, I think what is happening is that most of the physicians, if you listen to them, they all will call the former president, we are president. And in as much as they keep calling him president, they will always feel that he deserves to be treated as a president where he's not a president. I think that is the issue. We just need to leave mindset and know that former president, he's now a former president. So he should be treated as a former president, but not as a president.
Thank you very much.
This is where the era is.
Thank you very much. We take the last call from the local line. Then we squeeze just one call from the WhatsApp. Then we'll go. Hello.
Thank you, Nathan. Good morning. Good morning to all of your panelists and listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Hussein Kew, and I call from around Jacobtown.
Hussein, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. You know, I listened to some of the callers and the efforts he played from the former president. For me, I'm not going to hold we are responsible for what he said because he don't understand the contempt of like what he did. He allowed the journalists, the political committee who claims to be a journalist, to push him against the wall. He sounded the way he sounded. You know, George, he who said, I haven't called him something like that before. You know, but what Abraham did, Abraham pushed him to accept all those things that were completely out of order. You calling people gang, the man brought qualified and competent people in his government to work, that you can see the competence in the experiences they brought to government. You have a lot of children, a lot of boys and girls around here running government. You want to compare that government with that childish thing you had around here?
Thank you.
I will end on to say, right, I think this government should call him the respect as former president. That is the only thing we can do for him. He's not a president. This one is CDC boycott we are running here.
That's all you there. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We want to take my Annie on the line. Let's take my Annie. George is trying to call in. Maybe we'll take you after my Annie. But go ahead. My Annie, you're live on the show. Let's hear you.
Okay. Good evening. Good evening from this end. Then in Liberia now we say good morning. Nelson.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I just came in. We had a meeting, community meeting, Liberia community meeting. I just came here. As soon as I came, I put people on. You know, it'll be a long time now. I don't call on the show because people talk so many things that really I don't love. That's why I don't call. But this evening I decided to call.
So you love the one who talked to Nella. Why you call?
I don't love it, but it's making me mad.
Okay, go ahead. Express yourself.
It's making me mad. Okay, I heard Francis saying President Weah is not coming back. Not too long. I went to visit Liberia. I just came. Not too long, about a month now. President Weah is not. Francis, is he the only person in Liberia that will vote for somebody to be president? My question to him. Is he the only person who will vote or will say this person should be and the person is? Or the person will be? So let him start that. Let him start. Now Liberians are even regretting. Liberians are regretting.
Okay.
One. Liberians are regretting. I'm telling him 1, 2. Come in, please. 2.
Yeah. So we can.
Those that were taken from job. Those that were taken from job. I am a victim. My 2 children.
Oh, your 2 children were there too?
I'm telling you, my 2 children that got employed 2018, they are all down. I'm telling you. What they do is they look at the time you were employed.
But your 2 children were civilians?
I say whether it's citizen or not citizen, as long as you were recruited, civil servant, recruited from 2018, then you are job we are employee. You have to come down. That's how they did it. Whether you're citizen, they don't ask questions.
Thank you.
They don't ask questions. But as long as you were recruited as a civil servant, you were employed 2018 up to now, you have to come down.
Thank you.
2 children are down. One from EPA and one from finance because they were employed 2018. So that we are people.
Okay, so thank you very much. Yeah.
It's too bad.
VIP long.
VIP long. How to call that Bwaka man? He stayed there 12 years. Let me see what they built. The old one that we're using, that it was Chancellor who built it. The old one, he and Mahele were using. 12 years, they said they never built it, never even renovated it. 12 years. I just came like bro.
So thank you, Mama. Thank you very much. We are pressed with time. We hope we can take you on another time. But we appreciate you.
Don't come back. I'm telling him that. Tell him. Say
he listening to you.
We wish the 6 years was 6 weeks.
Thank you.
Some of us wish it was 6 weeks. Was somewhere.
Thank you.
To go to somewhere.
Oh, we fitting thing?
I wish that 6 years was 6 months or 6 weeks for that printing thing.
No, thank you, Mama. Thank you. You know,
Annie.
President Bwaka, our president now. You can't be saying I cannot about our president on the
Hello?
radio. The final caller from the local line. Hello, please go ahead.
Actually, I want.
Hello. You say you want to do what? Hello? Wow. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, please go ahead.
These are people asking. Lena Johnson calling from Travis Market.
Lena Johnson, finally, let's hear you.
Yeah, I want to talk to that in studio there.
I'm listening. Nelson, you there? Oh man, I had a favorite color. They're gonna deal with me.
That's it. Going to see too late.
I know.
Well, ain't that ugly?
That's it.
I ain't that ugly.
Whip me or no?
Somebody get ready to go whoop
We are
Timmy.
not coming back.
My
The way
I
I mean voice annoying and I can be saying this show.
my voice annoying. Your top of the you be talking so annoying to the people ears. My ears.
I share the number of this show here. Now the reason why they're not dealing with you.
Who's scared of them? You two don't know how to get eyes. Please share it.
But why you can't? Why can't you? We want to hear different voices. We want to confirm. We want to confirm all higher. You talk about comprehension.
Yo, we want to confirm.
Simple English can't understand.
I tell your brain in.
My question to you now is this thing. I'm not.
I know, right? Tommy, you're getting ready for me. No, what you for it? This you should have read the voice.
What the woman said, she was wrong. What I'm saying to you here is
Vasco, we understand what you said.
There is one building.
But that's not one building.
Marie Weir.
That's not that's not it. That's why you're missing Vasco. There is the Claire Marie Weir and the old VIP launch that they used to use. All right, Vasco, let's do it this way, right? Before Bagugwe built the Claire Marie Weir VIP launch, right?
Yeah.
There was another one that they were using.
That the old one, I want to say.
Right, listen, that's the old one, you're right. So now the Claire Marie Weir one, that's what they call it the presidential lounge. The old one, that's why they call it VIP lounge. And within that old one, listen, Vasco, within that old, man, listen, so you can understand. I don't listen. No, you confuse people. Within that VIP lounge, the old one, there's a presidential sign in there.
Let me finish to talk. Jesus.
What is listen.
Making it so noisy.
Listen, let me finish. Listen, finish. The old one that Eddie they used to use, President Weir used to use. That's the one they call it VIP lounge now. The one that President Weir built, the Claire Marie Weir one, that's the new one.
I know.
That's what lady said. Then within the old one.
There you go.
Ugly.
I got it.
They can't get understand. You see, that's the problem with it. That's why I said we're not coming back. My auntie won't get there with me. But
money.
Yeah, man. That's the problem. That's the reason why he's not coming back. They got no good message. They all want to play that color here.
I want to talk to if you should I get ready for me. The phone just like
I get it. I'll say for data. I got a couple of $20 on you.
We know them. They'll come back. She'll come back. I'm here to listen. CDC or whatever she or they are all my people. I want all of them to know better. To stop letting politicians use them. I don't care what party you're from. Know better. Even the boy that we supported that came on here. When he started to go contrary, by the stage, yeah, we will all be coming. Thank God I don't have voting right in Liberia. I don't belong to any party. I want my country to do well. I don't care who does it. And I will continue to say
so
this.
Embarrassing to see
the president now. Give him the time to do it. We had the time, he blew it. So we have to say it. Whether you like him, you admire him, or he your spiritual leader or whatever, that's your business. But we're talking about Liberia.
People in Liberia actually praying for this administration to fail, just so Bagugwe can have a chance maybe to come back. Why are you praying for people? So why can't you then pray for the country to be better? Then you come out with different ideas. But no, they want the administration to fail. And when they fail, realize when that administration fail, our people will suffer again. They will be suffering. So what kind of people are these? What kind of people?
And for instance, that
was
a reason why I was mad with Mr. Cummings, and I was upset, also mad at Costa them and stuff. For 6 years, for all 4 or 5 years, I started listening to them at the end because that's when I started getting into Liberia, watching stuff. And I heard these people talking about how bad we had done, how bad this, and I went to the country, I seen it. Not because you are not in the race anymore. You go and join him and say that people should suffer for 6 more years so you can have time to come back. After, how selfish can you be? Yeah. Why should it be that way? Because after the election, you'll get back on your flight and come back to your little comfortable or Atlanta, Georgia, or come back to your little comfortable or Wilmington, Delaware, and then the people that keep suffering, they should continue to go through what they're going through, and that should be it because you did not make it in the second round. And I just felt some type of way about that. I'm like, how can people be so selfish? You're not. It's not about Liberian people at all. It's all about themselves taking power. And that's for people sedition and people that are suffering, not even the one that are enjoying. To be there whole day. Oh, we have to do that one, we have to do that one. It's so disgusting. Okay? And they come every time they want international community, even though you knew what they came and told you that people are stealing from you. But the state community, you spit in their faces and went and voted for these people there. When they come back and doing you wrong, you want to what? Be calling for international community? You think they ain't get no other countries in the world?
Professional beggars, they turn our people into. Can you imagine 6 more years of that man? 6 more years.
It's gonna be disaster.
What? Can you imagine?
It's gonna be disaster for Liberia.
But they don't have the priority not straight, right? They'll talk about the men for free education, the men build parks. Wait, they put children hungry. In the US there, they put children stomach full, so they go play in the park. Exactly. They put children hungry. In like, bro, when they go play park here? So one of the people that are making money in the country, children can actually enjoy those parks because they're leisure for them. But what the average Liberian
safety?
What the leisure activity for our children?
What if you're walking to the park and then somebody Zogo snipes something or drug on drugs and they stab you, they do something? I mean, how is that something? The people sitting in Zwedju, the people sitting in Maryland, what are they getting from that park? From PHP Park?
That's the question. And he built, I think he built
what are they getting from it? They can't even get roads to get to them. He said you're already
West Point. Then he went and put that invisible pool park when it rained, that swimming pool on FE. Then he built PHP Park. So the entire country, 15 counties, fire development just in one county. But you see the father, even
mindset of Vasco, they won't talk about the barracks. They feel something. Yeah. Because these things you're seeing it with your eyes, and you're still saying that Georgia is the best thing that happened to our country. Jesus Christ. And then when we say the barracks brainwashed you, and then you make it seem that somebody, no, it's not an insult. Because it's just so mind-blowing for me to see you looking at. And for you to call Georgia the best thing that ever happened, you don't know what the best is. Okay? You haven't seen the best. Even the one that sits in America is only about admiration, I don't know, or football or whatever. That's it.
Amy, for me, I still get emotional when I watch Georgia highlights. When I watch the soccer highlight, I get emotional because the man was great.
And nobody can take that away from Georgia.
But now when it comes to our people, how you reach the highest peak in football, but when we became president, Liberia became one of the least country in the world.
They banned the field, and everything.
You should have done something for sport.
Who's supposed to know the standard of FIFA more than George Weah? FIFA banned the field for. I mean, come on, what else? And all George Weah succeeded on was Clyde Weah, who weave a rug. It turned into human hair. Clyde Weah, who was selling in dollar store. She turned to a rich woman. She bidding us hope for Clyde Weah, and we naming naming something after her in our country now. And your reactions come here and tell us that that's something good. We should celebrate it. Come on, people.
That's the scary thing,
love
right?
The man. I don't like George Weah. I don't hate him. I just don't like him being the president of my country.
That's the scary thing, when you see people.
And if that see you as me hating him or me, that's your business. You got different mindset and different plan or whatever vision for Liberia. I have different vision for Liberia, and I want to see it do better. I'm sitting in another. I would not be sitting in
Nelson here, so you come in the comment section and ask to come on the platform.
And one for Liberia to be
the computer and the computer giant. I do listen to myself. So if you don't listen to yourself,
Liberia to be, I'm not there. Princess, let me finish. You talking?
Yeah, man.
I'm not there because I'm not in Liberia. So I will sit there and say, just stop. I will sit there and say, oh. Everything George Weah doing is good because I like him. No, I'm not gonna do that all because there are a lot of thief there around President Bouaka as well. And we here to call them out. There are a lot of people that came that around him too, that from what we're seeing, that came with the same mindset. And I think, for instance, one thing I want to always, and I'm going to be saying here, the assets recovery and the investigation that needs to be done. I don't know why it's stalling this long, but I think it needs to start. And we need, because that's one of the reasons why the people voted for Joe Bouaka a lot. And that's why some of us supported him, because we wanted to see the end of their impunity, their culture of impunity. And it looks like it's time to go to the same old thing, and we need to start talking about it. We're not here to be making people jump around doing the same old thing and then think that they can get away. You say, oh, why they're not investigating people? Because it looks like they're seeing that it's not happening. So they think it's going to be the same old thing over and over again. So they're passing around acting there, they've done nothing wrong. When we can see that they did something wrong, okay? Yep. How can people sit there and tell you, they say, bring in investors coming into your country, and people try to rip them off? So the investors left for their own personal pocket. The investors left. And that didn't make you mad. You sitting there talking about... That's what you running home. And be on the platform and run home. And running behind it. What is that?
Anyway, we're waiting for you to come out.
So guys, where's Vasco?
Vasco second time room. Vasco get like bro LEC to your house.
Vasco go? Oh my God!
No, his phone went up.
Vasco said phone went up. No, that's a disgrace. How can Vasco phone go off? Vasco is here defending.
Let's say Corey be by 15 minutes, but nobody will be here waiting for him.
15 minutes.
It was a great show, man.
I want to understand this thing. Vasco, the phone he was using to propagate the CDC message on his platform.
Always.
The phone you are using to back President George Weah. The phone, that phone that he been using to defend the former president message that it go off. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
But nothing. It was a great show, man. I gotta go do daddy duty. So
yeah, guys, and we look forward to
so Nelson, I'm not coming back on this show because you refuse to play. Guys, Tommy, Adam, and everybody in the comment section, Nelson always doing this. He plays some video that I want you to see what a real true president who cares about their country looks like. And he, for some reason, I don't know why he's starting with this video. He doesn't even want to play the video. I don't understand it. Nothing.
Guys, y'all be safe. I'll see y'all on Monday.
And,
okay, Francis.
So I'm not gonna be. I'm not. No.
So is that a protest or what?
Yes, it is a protest. And I'm not something because you.
Me.
I thought you said on top of that video. Then you always saying you got no copyright stuff, but.
I thought you said only sedition and protest. when the rescue train started protesting.
Why? And the rescue train started acting stupid. You see what that sedition one can protest. That access recovery thing. If they don't wake up and start hibernating, if they don't wake up from that hibernation, I swear to God, you will see some of it, because that's some of the reason why some of us support that we sat on here and propagated the message for them to vote for Joe Bouaka. And one reason because he had the numbers. But if they let that die, no. Protest is on.
Yeah.
Because
it's been a great show, man.
Oh. They think I told you
No, go ahead. Lend your thoughts. Yes.
Lend my thought, my video. That's my thought that I want to lend.
This video is very important. I want us to start an entire show with this video. Because what I came across in this video is so important for our folks out there. But I don't want to play this video.
I've been advocating for you to play it. I seen like 2 of them already. So what was the better time to play that video than the president coming that he did love for the people?
Look,
a president arriving private jets around here.
Adam Kamara come and say no copyright. Adam, you not watch the video before he said.
Tell me about it, Daddy. No copyright issue on it. For some reason now he rubbing oil, but
No.
the video is so important. If that video was so
No, the
important,
video is important. I mean, for the
why
first
didn't
time
you
I
get it
watched,
together ever since?
I
I
watched
watched
the
that
video
video,
from the
Nancy. I
beginning.
cried, and I wish I could make human being to make somebody like that for Liberia. People like that for Liberia.
No,
To be
don't discuss the video now. Don't jump the gun. Don't discuss
No, because
the
you don't
video.
want to play it. So let me tell you people what the video
We
is.
will come here on Monday. We'll play that video. It's a very interesting video. But the one of the issues I've been having too is that I can't upload the video like that because I'll have to cut it into maybe two, three other pieces because it won't pick up. It won't pick up. We can the software can't take up a video up to that length. So that's something I'll have to work on. But I mean, your video will be played. It's a very important video. It's good for our folks out there. So we're certainly going to play the video. Yeah.
And I hope every station tune in that day to see what a real true leader looks like. And then start listening to the women that got rich on their backs and lying to them that they care for them. That's why I wanted that video to be played tonight on that the other girl that was
Vasco
getting ready
Coringo
went off.
Vasco Coringo while defending, but in news, that's a good headline though.
What?
Vasco, yeah, Vasco. For Vasco to be defending former president, and then, but again, I want to say thank you, Miami. Thank you so much. It's a weekend, but you were able to be here. Thanks to Francis who was here and our brother Vasco as well. To the callers, we appreciate all of you. I know a lot of people wanted to call in, but again, we got caught up. I experienced a little bit of technical issue. I had to run and to Studio B to come and set up so we can get going. But we look forward to being here again tomorrow. Emmy, thank you so much again for holding it down.
Sure. No problem.
Let's hope we can be here
Thank you guys.
tomorrow.
Good night. Have a great night and see you guys all on Monday, God's willing.
Yeah.
So are you